M0FXB, welcome to my channel. Thought I'd show you my Nextion 2.4 screen that I got from AliExpress. It's only about £17–18. I've added an adapter here. You don't have to have this adapter. You can actually connect the four pins that you can see there, these four colours, to the top of the board. You connect them here. You obviously got to solder some pins. It's easier than you think. Or you can get yourself an adapter and just plug it straight into your Pi here. So the adapter that you would use in this case would be, you'd use the second one in there. Look, see it like so. That adapter there, and then you'd put your adapter in like so. The adapter is called USB to TTL, and they're on, you know, eBay, Amazon. They're not expensive, about £5, and that connects your screen. You've got the red and the black gives you the, you know, the power to power your screen, but the yellow and the blue is what actually sends and receives all the information that you get when you're running your, you know, your Pi-Star hotspot. It's interesting how it works, and the cable, when it connects back to your device, the yellow and blue are actually reversed. So let's say this one says TX here, TX. The yellow says TX. When it connects to your board, it's on the RX. That's just the way it works. So this screen's just come. I'm going to download and steal an image from Facebook. Facebook Nextion screens. I'll show you that at the end of the video, and also I'll put a link in the description. So I'll pinch one. Now the way you load up these screens is there's an SD card on the back here, and we've got our part number there. If I peel that off, you put the SD card, it loads the actual image, and that way it will start running the image that you want. So there is an enhanced Nextion screen which will load an image that has drivers that runs all the information on the image, but this will just have a basic image. So let's just turn it on, because I found that the image that they put on it out of the factory is actually quite fascinating. So if I just power it up for now, and you could just power it with this, because you only need a plus and a minus, and this is in the box. But I don't. I just connect it properly with the cable that came with the kit, which is that coloured cable there. So watch this. We'll plug it in, and you'll see it all come to life with what they've fitted out of the factory, which I think is quite snazzy. And remember, this is a touch screen, although I haven't done anything with the touch, but you know, so any hotspot can use an Nextion screen, whether it's a Pi 0 type hotspot, or even you can use you know, a Raspberry Pi 3, like you just grab one I've got here, Raspberry Pi 3B, 4, even the 5 that's coming out. So you can see the large type board Pi there, and look, there's even a screen here, an old screen on the front there that I've fitted. But so right, you see this coming to life. So let's tap the screen, and you start to get all this different information, which I find fascinating. If we can get a good focus here. There you go. So let's just tap that. You get this countdown, and then look at all this. Filter S1, housing S2, status running. You get a lot for your money, I think. I'm going to put the SD card in and see if it loads in a sec. Let's just tap that. What's that? Slick gauges, slick sliders, let your ideas fly. And look, it's actually... I don't know what it means, but this is what, you know, Nextion beyond your scope. Let's go back, let's tap the middle one. Enhanced objects with your own code. Okay. I'm just tapping, playing really. Go back, tap the third one. And this is what it came with. So let's unplug it. We'll grab my SD card that I loaded something on. Turn the power off. you put the SD card in, but you do take it out when it's finished. So the SD card's in, it clicks into place. Turn it over. It's not connected to my hotspot yet, but we'll plug it in. And we'll just see if this image works. Because I just chose a random one off the Facebook download files. Because there are a couple of good Facebook groups there with files that they've given to people to share. So you'll get the thing, SD card update, model does not match. So you see that. So what you do is I need to find a model which is the same as this model number here. So NX3224F024. Once I load that in for Nextion, and of course it's not just for Pi-Star and hotspots. You know, Raspberry Pis can run, you know, a trillion things. And underneath here, this is my hotspot here. If I unplug that adapter, remember if you're running a Raspberry Pi 3B, the large one, you don't need the USB adapter because you can plug it straight into the USB. So look, you know, that's a Pi 0. We add these the GPIO pins, don't we, so we can connect our hotspots, although you only need to add them on the each end. That's your SD card. Be careful when you're tiddling with these things because it's easy to pull these off the board. I'm always really wary, or if anything, whenever not in use, take it out. That's a Pi 0. And I'll show you my Pi 2 hat here. This is the Pi 2 hat. The base I just made on, I've 3D printed. Quite basic really, look. Got your screen there. It's a dual hotspot. But underneath there, you've got a Raspberry Pi 3B. Now I really recommend if you're going to make a hotspot, you just get yourself a 3B because they're inexpensive. So let's just pull that off. They do just slide off. Look, that's a 3B and it's got built-in Wi-Fi and it just slides back on like so. And it works really well, and the only reason to have a dual hotspot like this is if you want it, is for DMR, because you can actually listen to 2 DMR talk groups at the same time, which is really cool. I'm not sure if this one has even got the configuration card in it, so I might just power it up just for fun. So look here, what else I use. That's USB-C. Okay, I buy these little adapters. They're only a few pounds, and I've got about 6 of them lying around, and then I can just go straight into power my Pi 0 without having to swap around, because these days most of my phones and that are all USB-C. So can we get that in the right way around? Quite stiff going in, it's always worrying. Right, I've plugged it in. Let's see if we can apply some power to that as well. Some power going in. Okay, you can see it booting. Hopefully I put the dual board on correctly. So you need an SD card to run all of this. Have I got an SD card in this? Ah, the screen's starting to come to life now. Let's see if we can get this to actually work. And I'll grab my hotspot as well. My DMR radio. And then we'll end the video. Having fun. If you imagine, it takes a couple of minutes to boot, but then you'll be able to log into the Pi-Star screen and completely control this hotspot. So it has come on. I know it's not very clear. Just see if I can... Oh, turned it off then. See if I can get the image a bit clearer. Okay, it's on, it's scrolling now. I don't even know where I got this image from. It was a long time ago. This is a 2.8-inch screen. So I've just keyed. You can see that it's showing that I am keying. Probably need to load my file. This is the Anytone 878 DMR radio, which I highly recommend. Trying to get a good balance of viewing here. Lovely color screen, completely, you know, customizable screen, dual band, VHF, UHF. This one does APRS, RSTX, Bluetooth, GPS. Oh, it's just fantastic. So let's turn it up. People are keying, but no one's actually speaking at the moment. That'll probably vanish. So it does show. See, I've got 2 showing here, and that's because it's a duplex hotspot. They are. Someone will speak. The interesting thing is now, the dual hat that you saw earlier are actually selling now.
Telegraph 6 Alpha Wow India Mobile.
they're actually selling now cheaper than the simplex ones. Now, duplex is no good if you're going to use it really. Well, it would work on D-Star and Fusion, but it'll work as a simplex one because as soon as you do dual, well, I can't really think of any benefit where because with DMR the channels are cut in half. So slot 1 and slot 2, if you Google what that actually does, they're effectively cutting the channel in half, and you can use one half for data, one half for voice. And so when you've got two slots or dual hotspot, you can take advantage of that, and you can use one half to disconnect, or you can I could have 2 radios side by side.
Uniform 2 India Tango India. Victor Uniform 2 India Tango India.
Working great. Look, I could have 2 radios side by side, and you'd hear them both from one hotspot, and that's the advantage of dual. Anyway, hope you enjoy that. Nextion screens. I need to find an image for the model number that we started off with at the beginning of this video, which is that model there. So if anyone's got one, nice fancy image, please send me the image and I'll have a play. Bye for now. 7-3, all the best. And I'll put the link in from where I bought this.